The recent sighting of orbs. There's so much speculation on the objects recently seen in the skies all over the world, but reported more on the ones seen in America. The governments are either not saying anything at all, such as in the UK, or in America, they say they don't know what they are and that they're not a threat. But yet, they have temporarily closed airspace in certain parts, saying that some drones were flying over sensitive areas, but they were not hostile. And they've also closed certain airports for hours. Okay. In my opinion, the government denial about not knowing who or what they are is untrue. The governments want to create chaos with the people, have them doubting the friendly UFOs, and make out that they are hostile, whilst they, the government, have our best interests at heart. I agree that there are some wicked aliens, but they are not in the skies. They are already here on Earth. Yes, that's it. They're already here on Earth, and they have been here for a very, very long time. They are mingling amongst us. Now, these wicked aliens are the ones behind the deliberately engineered wars to keep war perpetually going on in this world. The lies they tell us that they are warring to bring peace. How can you war for peace? You can only peace for peace. We have limited thinking people now trying to shoot lasers at these objects in the sky, and these people have even put some passenger airlines in danger. But as I've said, it's the chaos that the governments want. Now, they knew that the aliens in the skies are the good ones and that they are slowly making themselves known to us, or visible to us. And but the government does not want this. They want us to fear the good ones so that they, or governments, can come in and say they offer us a solution and that we should take sides with them against these aliens. Aliens that have come to stop the Earth governments from completely annihilating the people of planet Earth, us, and the Earth itself through nuclear war. The aliens who are already among us, pretending to be humans from Earth, they are bloodthirsty warmongers. And but they're either these evil aliens, they're either controlling our government, are or are themselves the government, or a mixture of both. I must say here, though, that there are also good aliens walking amongst us in secret to help us when they can, because if the Earth governments knew who they were, they would capture them and do all sorts of things with them. We know this. Now, I know that some of the drones in the skies do indeed belong to our governments, but not all. At last, the good aliens are showing themselves slowly all across the planet, and it is causing the Earth controllers to panic because they know that they cannot win this war with them. This is why, for years, the government ran Hollywood has been brainwashing the people from decades back about how to fear aliens. I mean, all the 50s and 60s black and white B movies, very rarely were the aliens portrayed as the good guys because our Earth governments knew that a time would come when they, the benevolent aliens, would reveal themselves to humans, and then the Earth government's power over us would weaken. All the stuff about aliens abducting people and experimenting on them is something engineered between Earth government, our own government, and the evil aliens on Earth, to whom the good aliens are deemed a threat to them. Now, this, of course, to make it bad for the good aliens, because when the abduction or the abductees say they remember aliens' faces during experiments on them, this was done to make us mistrust all aliens. I have seen some of the good aliens many, many times. I still do. In fact, these good aliens saved me on so many occasions from the evil aliens that I cannot count. So I know that, like anything else, there are good and bad people, aliens, beings. But because I've seen them and I still do, I wish I didn't have this ability, because it is very hard to have this kind of conscious awareness and still live in this world. It's like operating in two worlds at the same time, and it can be really exhausting. Sometimes I have to try to remove myself as much as I can and do something mundane, really, like mopping the floor, or wash clothes by hand or sweep the garden, just to help ground me. But I can never switch that part of myself off that allows me to see things that most people do not see. I can't really switch it off completely, even though we all have that ability. But we have been taught to suppress it by the programming inflicted on us since childhood. But anyway, not to digress too much, I think that we as a people really need to prepare ourselves for a drastic and life changing and life altering experience in the not too distant future. And it is this: the aliens revealing themselves to everyone, where the earth governments cannot lie and deny it any longer. Then our minds will begin to be liberated and our senses heightened, and our third eye becomes freed up from the dumbing down of our higher senses, dumbing down that is caused by the artificial frequencies used by these evil aliens across the planet with the help of our own earth governments on its people to keep us on a low vibration wave. So there you have it in a nutshell. And let me know what you think. I'd really be grateful to hear from you and hear, if you've had any personal experiences, or if you've seen any of the drones or the orbs in the sky. But I think most of the drones are ours. Some the aliens, and the orbs the aliens. But it's such a long, it's just a long thing. But anyway, just let me know, what you think. Okay, thanks for listening, Diana.